giving you a quick look at the OnePlus 5 Slate Gray edition, which is the 6GB, 64GB version, which is just recently launched. I got my copy off Amazon, which is one of the two places where you can get it right now, and just going to have a quick look into it. To begin with, we've got the box, which is essentially pretty much stable since I think the OnePlus 3. In terms of design language for the box, I think OnePlus has stopped spending any time on it. They've kind of stabilized. Two cool things on this box. One, they talked about the dual camera clearer photos on the sides. But something that was kind of cool was written on the bottom is created together with our fans, which is something even they talked about in their launch. So very quickly unboxing it and getting into the details of it. As we start opening the box, one of the interesting things we notice is the fact that this phone is actually assembled in India. So it's made by Oppo, the parent company, one of the parent companies of OnePlus. Something most people may or may not know, Oppo, Vivo and OnePlus are all essentially one. Sing it. Da 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 da. Insert music here. So here's the new OnePlus 5. Very quickly, looking at what's in the box, we've got the phone, which is the Slate Gray edition. You can see the almost invisible lines. We've got what else have we got in the box? We've got a nice photograph which pretty much has a note by Calpe on it. We've got the dash charger, we've got the cables, and in here we've got some paperwork focusing on the quick start guide as well as the SIM ejector tool. We've got a booklet on safety information, a couple of stickers, which is a nice touch by Apple, but yeah. So for comparison purposes, we've got a couple of phones with us today. We've got the OnePlus One, which is what put OnePlus really center stage as the scruffy startup which makes great phones. We've got the OnePlus 3T, which is pretty much a recent phone, so 6 months back they came up with it. It's one of the fastest phones available in the market today. Then we've also got the Nexus 5. The Nexus 5 and the 4 pretty much set the gold standard in terms of what the ideal phone size should be. OnePlus has always pushed the envelope on that, but I think they keep doing a consistently great job, which is why they've got so many fans, me included. So a very quick look at how similar or different the One 3T and the One 5 are. We've got the selfie cameras up top, you've got a couple of sensors here, you've got the earphones, and you've got the fingerprint sensors right here. So on the face of it, pretty similar. On the side, you've got the volume rockers and you've got the buttons which are hard-coded for do not disturb, silent and ringtone. On the bottom of it, a pretty similar configuration, the USB-C or the USB 3 kind of ports, a single speaker grill and the 3.5mm jack. On the other side, if you look at it, you've got a SIM tray. Both of these phones are dual SIM, so pretty standard there. And then you've got the power button. The OnePlus 5 does have slimmer buttons, seems to have a better polish. In terms of just side design, what's interesting is both these phones are actually the same thickness. There is really no difference, but the OnePlus 5 does seem to appear as if it's marginally thinner. So very quickly doing a startup test just to see how the processors fare. This is the 821, the Snapdragon 821, and this has the Snapdragon 835. So and boom, we are ready to use. That's really fast. There was still some lag between the 3T catching up. So very quickly what we'll do is we'll open a couple of apps just to see how the machine takes it. And I'll do quite a few, I think if you notice, it starts up really fast. Most of the apps open by the time I'm going to the home screen, so it's super fast, refreshes very quickly, and there's absolutely no delay in terms of just how quickly apps open up. Does great scrolling, and interestingly, OnePlus is really churning out the updates on this. Over the last 2 days, I've got updates on Android 7 for twice, and updates in terms of camera stability, camera optimization, so you can expect the camera images to improve significantly. We've heard some amount of conflict and some amount of negative feedback around the depth effect of the camera. Over time we'll test it out and we'll come back to you on that. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and if you liked it, click subscribe, share. Thanks.
Lipstick junkie deep on